everybody. Welcome to Geezer Central. I'm Cathy, aka Granny Pants on Xbox, and aka Snap Vegan used to be. Anyway, hi. I've got a PBS show coming on tonight at 9, so I thought I'd go ahead and do this now. And I wanted to show you some things. I did not, however, want to show you I had wrapping paper behind my door. So, there's a couple things that I have that I want to share with you. And if you're here, go to the live chat and just say, how you doing? And that'll be good. That way I'll know who's here. And we can talk more. Anyway, just to give you a general update, I've got an upper respiratory thing. Patty's got an upper respiratory thing. Hers a little bit more difficult than mine, but I'm just coughing a lot lately. So if I'm coughing during this thing, it's just a thing, whatever. Anyway, I wanted to show you first. Wait a minute. Laura Geller. Oh, anyway, let me use my right hand so I can. Laura Geller. See that? This is the shade Fair. Thought I'd try Fair before I dare go anywhere else. And yeah, I've used it. But that's what it looks like. It's all marbled. I can swing back a little bit marbled. And this is called the Balance and Brightening Color Correcting Fair. Now the trick for this, they say, in the information that comes with it, is if you just want a light touch, use a really soft brush and swirl. If you want a heavier coverage, use this thick like kabuki brush and do like this, because I'm going to show you. I mean, why not just show you on somebody that needs color correcting and is old? Get down, Austin. And you can see the difference. So I'm going to look up at the camera, but I got to look down here. So I'm going to start with my eyes, and I'm just going to punch it like they say to punch it. Just punch, punch, punch. And I'm going to go in my eye like that, in the corner of both sides, and see how this all works out. I've used it a couple times before. I'm going to punch, 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 punch. And down here are my mannequin lines. Oh, look at that already. Punch, 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 punch. This is my real deep one right here. And see how that works out for me. But it's not full coverage. I just want you to know it is not full coverage. It is, I'd say, like a light to even medium coverage. But if you want closer to a full coverage, you got to keep reapplying and blah, 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 blah. Now I'm going to do like this, and I'm going to swirl. I'm going to do like this and see how that goes, because I got a brown spot on this cheek. Let's see if we can cover that up. But it doesn't even give you a line. Well, I ordered Fair, so there wouldn't be no orange line or anything like that. I don't know. I think I did pretty good so far. Get in my nose. I'm mostly trying to fill in these mannequin lines here so they don't shadow as bad. And I didn't put anything on. I just washed my face with Pond's and let it dry. And, I got circles under my eyes. That's just the way it is. But anyway, so that's the end product. Doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel, it's real light. You can't even tell anything's on you. So out of 5 stars, I'll give it a 4.5. but it does. It's real light. You can't even, like I said, you can't even tell anything's there. And so, you know, I recommend it for a quick updo on the way out the door. I really do. How y'all doing today? Everybody have nice Christmas, New Year's, all that since last time I've seen you? If you weren't here the time before. I hope so. Because guess what? I got me to me from me for Christmas. Now the other one, this was birthday. This is Christmas. I already told you what the brand name is in the title. But anyway, this is a 15-piece set of Carote or Carote or Carote, and depending on your region, you pronounce it however you'd like to. But I'm phonetically challenged, but I'm going to go with Carote. Just hooked on phonics anyway. And the 15-piece set includes these two lids, which are not got the silicone on the outside. I think I got the newer set because some people were saying that the silicone lid rims would stain if something. So anyway, I guess they changed it and they put vent holes in it. So there's that. There's two pieces. Here's the third. This is a tiny little frying pan. And let's see, do I have my ruler here? Anyway, it's little. It's little. Where's my ruler? I always keep a ruler on my desk. Oh, I gave it to Patty for her diamond art. Anyway, it's you can see it says 3 on the bottom. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it says 3. Okay. Then it comes with the separators. So 1, 2, 3. This makes 4. 2-quart sauce. Oh, you know, man, hold this thought. I forgot something. I gotta go get something. I'll be right back. I mean, in a flash. Like, I gotta go to the kitchen. I'm back. Just didn't want you to see I had my pajama pants on. So, these are the 2 handles, okay? They give you 2. So now we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. This is your 2-quart saucepan. It connects like this, and you squeeze. Make sure it's flush up against there. And you squeeze, and it clicks in there, and there you go. I love the color. It's fairly lightweight. This is the granite stone set. They have ceramic set. They have all kinds of different sets. But this was on sale, and it was the granite stone, which means this conducts heat evenly. Even, I want to give you a tip too. If you've got aluminum pans and they got a bottom like this, that conducts heat evenly, okay? You don't need to turn your burner on 8 to fry anything, or high. Matter of fact, you don't need to go past 4.5. And I'm telling you, no more than 5. No more than 5. This sucker boils water set on 4.5 in like 4 minutes. So by the time I put the water in there, turn the burner on, run to the bathroom, back, feed Austin, water's boiling. I mean, it's fast. Now it's not, you can use this on induction stoves, and those heat up real fast. And so you are not supposed to ever leave this on the burner with the burner on with nothing in it. It says never dry heat these pots. And the reason I can tell you, because I had the Tefal. I did a video on me opening the Tefal. Well, that's aluminum too. Well, when you turn the burner on too high on Tefal or anything, now in the middle of this is granite coated, but there's aluminum in here too, in between the granite coating. So when you put aluminum on high heat, it kind of makes the middle bulge up a little bit. It warps it a little bit. So then when you want to do something that's flat, when you cook something and then all the juices go to the side, that's because you've had your pan on too high of a heat and it's warped the aluminum lining. So I learned that the hard way with my Tefal, and I anticipate this to be good because I don't like to fry much anymore. I don't, I'll stir fry something, but I don't need high heat for that. I'll show you the bowl for that, boy. Whew. But anyway, this is it. If it gets too hot or if it feels too heavy, this comes with 2 handles. I highly recommend getting the set that has 2 handles, because if even this, like for me, I can lift it like this, but you put weight in this, I'm not going to be able to lift it very good. So you put the second handle on, squeeze it tight, and it locks. Now I can hold this with 2 hands. And that's a whole lot better, especially when it comes to the bigger pots that I'm about to show you. But this is real easy to release. You just push the button on top, or pull it back, push it forward. It unlocks. You take that out, and there you go. And so I like that part. Okay, and then there's another separator. Let me see here. 4-quart pot. Now, I saw on YouTube where a lady actually baked a cake in this. Instead of using 2 pans, she just put it all in here. And when the cake was done, she just flipped it over. So, I'm impressed. And even though this is non-stick, the one thing they tell you not to do is don't spray it with non-stick spray. Do not, because there's something about what's in the non-stick spray that makes things sticky, and you don't want them to be sticky. So if you want to, just get butter or olive oil or vegetable oil, put it on a paper towel, run it in there, and then do what you want to do, fine. But don't use non-stick spray in this, or it'll mess with the coating. So, and then, of course, that's how that looks. And so this lid fits on this pot. Now, it does not have a cutout for the handle. Neither does this. So those lids are meant to be used with the handle off for baking, roasting, whatever. And then you take the lid off, put the handle on. I'm all good with all that too. I just, I've got some people helping me now around the house and stuff, and they turn my Tefal up on 8. I'm like, no, don't do that. And then my smoke detector would go off, and it was a whole thing. So I'm like, aluminum pans, please don't do that. And I even had to write, I made a label on my stove right under my burner dials. Do not turn past 4.5, because you don't need it. And with these granite, stone, they've got little little flecks in it. I don't know if you can see it or not. But I'm sorry, I got a terrible camera. But anyway, they got little flecks in them, you know. So just be careful. I would say if you're gonna gently use your pots and pans for boiling, sautéing, um, frying, stir frying, or whatever, this would be a great cookware set because that's how I roll. But if you're gonna like rough and tumble, you know, uh, like fry and scrape your bowls and all this, I would say you got to respect your cookware. This is the frying pan. This is the 10-inch frying pan, and again, it just locks on like that. This is very nice. This says Carote 1 on the bottom. So when you get it, there's a little diagram in the little booklet. This shows 1 is the 10-inch frying pan, 2 is the 11, whatever. So that's the coordinating number. I guess there's 1. So there's that. Let me put this up in the wrapper. Put the wrapper on it. And I'm glad it came with these separators. It keeps things nice. And then here's the big one. Here's the deep. You can stir fry in this. You can put a roast in here and put it in the oven, which I love. And then of course this lid goes with this. Goes in the oven, real nice. And got the vent hole. These are oven safe up to, I think, 450 or 460, something like 475, 275 degrees Celsius. Y'all convert it. But they don't want it to go in any higher than that. But I mean, I put my roast on 375. If it's a beef roast, I'll put it in the oven on 350 and just let it cook nice and slow, you know. But I really love this. And if you need to stir fry anything, you know, you got a handle. And if you ever want to empty the water out of something and this gets too heavy, use both handles for better grip. That way you're not overtaxing your wrist. But I'm going to be using the 2-handle version just because of my hands. Y'all know about my hands. I have terrible hands. But so all of this with the dividers and everything else is a 15-piece set. And I've so far I've just made pancakes, bacon, and French toast on it so far. And it's good. Now, you can't use metal or plastic, hard plastic utensils. Silicone or rubber is what you use on that. And I'm like, okay, that's all right too. And so, and when you put it back in the cabinet, this is all the room it takes up. You don't have all those pot handles sticking out all over the place. It's all nice and it stacks. I like that part just about as good as I like anything else about it. Now, I wanted to tell you, this looks like wood, but it is not wood. It is not plastic. It's kind of like I don't know. It almost feels like rubber, but it's not. But it is not wood. And from everything people are saying, you know, this holds up really good. So the thing with my Tefal also is that my handles would get hot. The handles would get, the stainless steel handles or aluminum handles or whatever they were made out of, they got hot. If I was, you know, cooking breakfast or whatever else, you know, they would get hot. And I can't be doing that noise. And they had really long handles, but it didn't matter for you to, I mean, you're not going to hold it way out toward the end. You're going to kind of go to the middle for good balance purposes. And the handles got hot. And so it was, let's see, probably, I don't know, it's the week after Christmas. And I had a helper here to help me. And after making labels on my thing, on my stove dials, and after saying, do not turn up past 4.5, and they still smoked up the house, fire alarm went off, burnt the bacon. It was a whole thing. Now, I will eat burnt bacon. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to need a new pan after that because it ruined the pan. And she had it on 8. And I'm like, now if you, so what I decided to do was if I'm going to like fry bacon or sear something that I really want on high heat, I'm going to use my cast iron frying pan. And that's going to be all I use the cast iron frying pan for. Everything else, I'll use this. That's the best compromise I could come up with. But they can use my frying pan, but now they're not going to be using that because apparently reading is an issue, and I don't want to argue with nobody. So that's my New Year's resolution. Don't argue. If need be, just get the lawyer. Yeah, because I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired of fussing, fighting. New year, new leaf, everything, you know. So anyway, that's the end of my presentation today. What y'all doing? What do you think? You think about the Carote? Do you have any? Do you have Carote? Do you use Laura Geller? Let me know. I still see these are deep. I mean, of course they're deep. They're swollen. They're, you know, but I thought if I use concealer, they don't show up so bad. But this is just, I don't know. They're going to be deep anyway because that's just how it rolls. So, y'all got to talk to me in live chat. This is a participation sport right here now. Oh, I want to tell you, if you like farms and things like that, I'm following a family on YouTube that are absolutely fantastic. It's a gentleman and his wife named Ralph and Leanne, and it's called Grandpa Doss Farms. They have goats and chickens and Great Pyrenees and a couple cats and 2 pigs. And they just have a little home farm, you know, homestead. I wouldn't call it a farm because they don't eat anything but the eggs the chicken produce. I mean, basically they have a built-in petting zoo. But they're so fantastic. They're fantastic people. Now they have a couple sons, and one of them's name is Chad, and he's married to a lovely lady named Ray, and they live close by, I guess. And he has longhorn cattle, about, I don't know, I want to say 15 or 19, I don't know. I never really counted them all up. But in all different stages. Baby, just had a little baby, baby calf, and one's on the way because one's in labor like right now as I'm talking to you. And so that channel is called just Doss Farms, DOSS Farms. Now that's Chad and Ray, and they have 3 boys, and it's Case and Carter and Adler. They are a terrific family. And then the other son is Kyle and his wife Shannon. And their YouTube channel is called Doss Acres, DOSS Acres. And they have another one too. It's called Doss Acre Critters, where they just play with the animals and show you about the funny things about the animals. But I'm telling you, if you ever just want to relax and watch interesting, fun looking things and Grandpa Doss tells jokes. He does a little dance when he feeds a chicken. It's so cool. It is so cool. And Chad has my kind of sense of humor. You know, I'm a little bit on the sarcastic side of my sense of humor. I get everything he says. Man, it's just good company, good people. Okay. And Kyle and Shannon. Kyle, he's full of dad jokes. Shannon is sweet as she could be. I mean, it's a whole thing. And then they have another brother named Matt. He has his channel locked down. You can't see his videos, but anyway, nice family. You see Matt over at Grandpa's house on Sundays, and uh, anyway, check them out. I mean, they're good folks. It was kind of nuts because I actually became a member of Chad's channel under Granny Pants. But once they got my first payment, I couldn't what you call it? I could chat in live chat, but it wouldn't show up in live chat. I could see what I was doing, but it wouldn't show up for the other chat members that I was posting anything. So I'm like, what? So I sent them an email. They never answered back. I asked YouTube about it. I'm like, you know. So anyway, I let my membership expire. It expired like, I don't know, on the 7th. And now when I post in live chat, you can see it. Everybody sees it. I don't know what that is. You pay money and then they diss you. Diss farms. I don't know how, that's a YouTube thing. I don't know how that worked out. But they are really fantastic people. And if you like farm animals, just little homestead things, and Kyle and Shannon, they're just kind of starting out, or they've been doing it a couple of times, but they're starting out. Chad and Ray are a little bit more established, and Grandpa, he just has, like I said, a really cool petting zoo. They do eat the eggs, but after that, I mean, I think Grandpa Doss says he doesn't eat any animal he's ever met or knows their name. So, but Chad's like, freezer camp, off to freezer camp you go. I like freezer camp. That's hilarious. But anyway, check them out. I mean, I don't recommend other people's channels too often, but when I do, you'll never be disappointed. And they're not cussy. Matter of fact, Grandma and Grandpa Doss are kind of like on the Billy Graham side of things, or Franklin Graham kind of side of things. But that's okay. They don't push it. They don't, But anyway, they're good people. And he's gone through some hard issues. She's gone through some things. And so, it's just good to see a family situation that, everybody gets along, jokes around. They call Grandpa Doss's garage Ralph's Tool Emporium. So if they ever need to borrow a tool or anything, they'll go over to Ralph's Tool Emporium. I think that's hilarious. But, just whenever you want to just sit and watch something enjoyable and see how they do things and the reason for things. Now, Chad and Ray have a different channel, too. It's called Doss Outdoors. So if you want to see the farm stuff, it's Doss Farms, which they don't grow any crops, so I don't really know why they call it a farm. But I'm not a farm person, so it probably is a farm, just don't grow that. I don't know. But anyway, the collection of animals are cool. They all have really cool personalities, and I highly recommend just to, grab a cup of tea or coffee or whatever and just sit and watch them a couple times. It is so relaxing and funny. And, if you do, tell them Granny Pants sent you. That's 2 S's on the end. That's like mom jeans. Anyway, I've enjoyed talking to you guys. I'm going to go get ready for on Sunday is always my PBS night. And today starts the new season of All Creatures Great and Small. And I am all in on that. And it's coming up on PBS. So tune into your local PBS station for All Creatures Great and Small. Love you all. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the Laura Geller and the Carote cookware. In case y'all that came in earlier, I just, explained this, showed all that. and you can check it on the replay or what have you. But thanks for joining tonight. Love every one of you. Appreciate you. Remember, 2025 is the year of engagement. So please leave your comment and let me know what's on your mind. If you need a prayer, just ask. We're doing good. Just send good vibes our way for Patty's little respiratory issues. And mine's on the mend, so I'll be good. Keep us in your thoughts now. Austin sends his love. He's already hit the other room now. But I'll talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye-bye.